Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah, all my brothers. Yahweh Shema Alathah, by Shem Yahweh Shah, all my sisters. This is Friday Night Hebrew 101, and I am not Officer Hadar Month. I am Officer Yahweh Yadai. I'm filling in for him tonight in his stead. So anyway, this is Hebrews 101. You know, we're going to keep it real simple tonight. We're going to do nothing extravagant. We're going to pretty much do what we always have done, which is the basics. Like Officer Hadar always teaches us, it's the basics. And we're going to start off tonight, you know, with the alphabet, with the characters of the Hebrew language, of this Lashon Kodash, this holy tongue. All right? Now we find me something to write with here. Anything in this one? What we got? Oh yeah. We cooking with grease. All right. So here we go. We got Ah. This is Ah right here in the ancient, and Ah in the Assyrian. Now, when we do our Hebrew on Sabbath service morning, Saturday morning, on Saturday morning, we do our Sabbath service, and we're reading the Hebrew. We're reading the Assyrian Hebrew, you know, because that's what it was written in the text. So we read from the Assyrian, but it's always good to know the ancient characters, because eventually, one day, when we get back into our kingdom, we get to go back to the ancient Lashon Kodash, and we get to use the ancient characters. But, you know, being in this kingdom, being in this world, you know what I'm saying, we have to use what's out there for us, and we got it all. We got the ancient and the Assyrian right here for you. So tonight we're going to, you know, like I said, right, here we go. We got Ah in the ancient, Ah in the Assyrian, Ba in the ancient, Ba in the Assyrian. We got God in the ancient, God in the Assyrian. We have Da, as in Dawada, King David, Da. These Magun Dawadas that we wear on our sleeves, on our shirts, wherever on our chests, we got them. Da in the ancient, Da in the Assyrian. We also have a Ha in the ancient and Ha in the Assyrian, which is right there. And remember, a lot of these words, these characters, you know what I'm saying, when you put them together, there is power in these. There is power in the ancient and in the ancient Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash. There is power in that. We're gonna get that tonight. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna prove it to you. It's just not me saying it. I'm gonna prove it to you. So we got the Ha in the ancient and the Assyrian. Wa in the ancient, Wa in the Assyrian. Za in the ancient, Za in the Assyrian. Ka in the ancient, Ka in the Assyrian. Now, when you're looking at Ka in the Assyrian, it looks almost like the Ha. But the Ha has a space here. On the left side of the character, there's a space here. On the Ka, there is no space. It's like a staple. It's like a staple. That's what it's like. It looks like a staple. You know, so just remember, the Ka, the strong Ka, C-H-A-A, that Ka, it's always going to be closed, and the Ha is going to be open. So when you see that in the text, you'll be able to differentiate it. It won't be the same. Even though it looks the same, you'll know how to tell them apart. Ta in the ancient, Ta in the Assyrian. We got Yah in the ancient, Yah in the Assyrian. We got Ka. Now, Ka is one of those characters that has, in the Assyrian, has two characters. Now, here it is in the ancient. Now, in the Assyrian, if it's at the beginning or the end, or the middle of the word, it will look like this. If it's at the beginning or the middle of the word, it will look like this. Now, when it gets to the end, it goes to this character. It goes to this character. And this is an extended clip, as what Officer Hadar would like to say. It's an extended clip on that Ka at the end of a word. La looks like an L in the English language, but that's La in the ancient, and this is La in the Assyrian. We got Ma. Ma is another one of those characters that has two characters in the Assyrian. You got this Ma right here. You'll find it in the beginning or the middle of the word. beginning or middle. And you got ma at the end of the word. At the end of the word. Right here it's going to be like a square. But this is a triangle with a little tail hanging out the top. It's a square at the end of the word. Alright? The next character is na in the ancient. This is another one of those words that Salaki, one of these characters that has, in the Assyrian has two characters. This is in the middle, the beginning or the middle of the word. Right here. And here, it will be at the end. This will be at the end. Like we say, Yahweh Shema Alathun. That's the character at the end of that Alathun. The Athun, that's that character. The na right there. And just like earlier, it will have the extended clip. Alright? Next character is Sa. Sa in the ancient, Sa in the Assyrian. Now when you look at it in the Assyrian, it's almost similar to the ma, but in the Sa has a tail on it at the top on the left corner. It has a little tail on it. That's how you differentiate it from the ma. Then you got I. I in the Assyrian, I in the ancient, I in the Assyrian. Pa. You got pa in the ancient. Pa is another one of those words or characters, Salaki, that has two characters for the Assyrian. Beginning and middle of the word. Beginning and middle of the word. Pa. End of the word. Pa. Like alawap. Alawap. When you're saying general, alawap panya. Alawap. Panya. Alawap at the end of the word. Panya. This is in the beginning or the middle. That pa right there. Alright. Taza is another one of those words has characters that has two characters in the Assyrian, but in the ancient, here it is. In the Assyrian, at the beginning or the end, beginning or the middle of the word is going to look like this. Taza. At the end, it's going to take a different shape, and it's going to have an extended clip on it. All right, keep that in mind. Qua. Qua in the ancient, Qua in the Assyrian. We got Ra. Ra in the ancient, Ra in the Assyrian. Shah. We got Shah in the ancient, Shah in the Assyrian. Tha. Ancient. Tha. Assyrian. Tha. Now what we're going to do tonight, like I said, we're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it real simple. Real simple. We ain't doing that out the way. It's going to be real simple tonight. Very simple. We got anybody call in to the conference call? Anybody call in to the conference call? Hear nobody? We're going to get to it. Because we got a lot of stuff to do tonight with the Hebrew. This from last week, and sit. Go ahead and erase that right there for a second. Just a refresher. Even though those of you that are watching it, you see it, you've seen it, but you don't see it no more. You don't see it no more. So this is something that we say all the time here, you know, at the Isupk, One West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? Started in 1969 under the seven heads, and Commander Junior Hunter took the helm, and here we are today, 2022. You know what I'm saying? Give it up to the Mohai Christ for Russia. You know what I'm saying? Dropping bombs on other Caucasians. We're going to give it up for the Mohai Christ for that right there. Give the Mohai Christ a hand for that right there. You know what I'm talking about? But check this out right here. This is what we got. It's a question that we ask all the time, and see if people were paying attention last week. The question is, who's the power? That's the question. Who's the power? You say it all the time. So in the Hebrew, it would be Maya Alahayim. Maya Alahayim. Maya Alahayim. And then the response would be, what would be the response? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Alahayim. So what we just said is, who's the power? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is the power. So Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai is the power. That's ancient. That's ancient Hebrew. You just Maya Alahayim. This is what that is. All right, that's different last week. But we're not doing last week's lesson. Also, Hadar Amah did a great job with last week's lesson. You know, so we're gonna do that right here. You know what I'm saying? Do a little something different tonight. Other than last week's lesson, we're gonna do something and see if people remember their numbers and their tribes. So here we go. If you remember your numbers, this should be easy for you to say right here. And we're gonna go into the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. So we're going to see if people have been paying attention in class. All right. So if people have been paying attention in class, they should know who Judah is, Benjamin, all the way down to Isupk. You should know these things. You know what I'm saying? So, Officer Deshaun, could you fix me a little Coca-Cola, please, if you don't mind, a cup of ice? All right. So what we got here, we got the 12 tribes of Israel, and we're gonna learn something new today concerning that. Let's see. All right, here we go. The 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go live, got all eyes on me. Y'all are talking about 12 tribes of Israel. I'm gonna talk about 12 tribes of Israel right here. So, saying that we got the 12 tribes of Israel right here, we're gonna say this, the 12 tribes of Israel, we're gonna say it in Hebrew. And let me do it a little bit better than that. Let me do it a little bit better than that. Let me do it a little bit better. Let me do something right quick. Because my penmanship right there is a little off, so let me fix that right quick. Let me fix that. And we're going to make this so that it's understandable. You know what you're reading when you read in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it this way. The 12 tribes of Israel. Of Israel. Alright? I'll do it that way. Alright? So, this is the layout we're going to use right here for the time being. The 12 tribes of Israel. Israel. Selassie. That's what we're going to use. Give me a second. Put back up.
Yep.
Come back up.